brings new resolutions, including the most popular one of all, a change of diet. That also means new ideas for what kinds of diets we should adopt. 2019 is no different. So what will be the new ways to accomplish this timeless goal? We're joined by Kelly Hogan. She's a clinical nutritionist and registered dietitian at Mount Sinai Dubin Breast Center. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
We're all getting ready. We have only a couple days until we have to start our diets. Is there something new? What are we thinking for 2019 diet-wise?
So I think for 2019, there's always going to be new diets or new trends. Every single year we see something different. I think there are always the mainstays. For example, right now it's more of a plant-based diet.
Okay.
I think the other thing that's really important that I think more people are getting on board with are kind of this anti-diet approach or moving away from diets altogether and focusing more on self-care.
Okay. And that means don't worry about what I'm eating. I see the little bullet point said be mindful.
Yeah.
How do we understand that?
So be more mindful is kind of taking a look at your hunger and your fullness cues. Are you hungry? Are you full after eating a certain amount? As opposed to what all of the various diets are wanting you to do in terms of following rules. Foods you can and cannot eat, times you can and cannot eat, which are really, really hard to follow over the long term.
And so we have a list of diets that you're saying maybe we should reconsider. Nice way of saying don't do this one, please. What are those?
So those would be any kind of trendy diet that is going to give you rules. I think popular ones right now would be, for example, the ketogenic diet or the paleo diet or intermittent fasting. But really,
can we just look at those real quick?
Sure.
So ketogenic, that means no or low on the carbs, eat a lot of fat. That's the idea?
Basically, the ketogenic diet is a very high-fat diet, very low carbohydrate, so very limited in certain foods that are giving you a lot of vitamins and minerals like fruits and vegetables.
And then pegan, so that's vegan and Paleolithic. So what does that mean? No dairy or?
So exactly. So a paleo diet is no dairy, and then you're just kind of taking it a step further with the vegan component and not having any animal products. So that's a diet that's extremely limited and restrictive.
Let me ask hold on a second here, question. Is there anything new in dieting? We're supposed to eat the fruits and vegetables. We're supposed to not eat too much, exercise if you can. Won't that always be the real trend?
So that is always the real trend. I think we are taking a more holistic approach these days. So we're looking at diet, of course, but it's not as much in a vacuum because there are so many other important components to health, like movement and exercise, like sleep, like social interactions. And they all play an important role in health overall.
And yet it comes to the end of the year, and so often so many of us say, now's the time.
Yeah.
So if we're on the now's the time train, what should we be thinking as we head toward January 1?
So as opposed to taking extreme measures and changing your diet or restricting a lot of foods, I would say take a look at health-promoting behaviors that you can sustain over time. And that's going to be different for everyone. It could be incorporating more vegetables into your diet, cooking more meals at home instead of going out. It could even be walking to work instead of taking the subway or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, something that you can do over time. And it's different based on everyone's lifestyle.
Okay. We'll all try and do these good things. We know what they are. Hard to do. Kelly Hogan, thanks so much for your time, and have a great 2019.
You too.